Hello, hello, hello. I'm Christy Abel, certified sexual health educator, here to shine a light on inclusive sex ed for across your lifespan. Today, I'm here to share some information with you around sexual orientation. So, what is it? First of all, sexual orientation is who you love, who you feel attracted to, and may or may not have a sexual relationship with. Let's start with the acronym LGBTQ2S+. Now, this could look different depending on where you live in the world. I'm from Canada, and this is a standard one that we will use here, hence why I use it. All right, so in this acronym, I've just made another video on on gender identity. So you can watch that one if you want to learn about gender identity. So I'm going to focus on the letters that are for sexual orientation. So L is for lesbian, B is for bisexual, G is for gay, Two-Spirit is also here. It's also a gender identity, but it can also be a sexual orientation. So I am going to include it here, as well as the plus sign. Okay. Oh no, yes, the plus sign. The plus sign is for sexual orientation is constantly evolving and expanding. So the plus is meant to include everybody. So this will include people who identify as asexual, as pansexual, as demisexual, okay, and so on and so forth. It also allows the space for that evolution to happen so that we can be inclusive for everybody. Now, the Q. The Q can mean queer, which I believe is more of a gender identity, but it can also mean questioning. And it, I feel, is one of the most important letters in this acronym because it allows that space for people to not be sure, okay? It is very, 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 very difficult to not be sure. Sexuality, just like gender, just like so many things in this world, is a spectrum, and nobody is 100% or zero on either side. You might be 99.99999%, but nobody is exactly is a 0 or 100 on that spectrum, should we decide to use that qualifier, which I have. It's okay. So there we go. So we will also, many people will find that they question their sexual orientation across the lifespan based on things that happen in their lives, based on, just laws that change. There's so many different things that could influence this, right? And I'm here to also reassure you that many heterosexual people will question their sexual orientation as well. All right, let's start with the B, okay, bisexual. This is people who love, are attracted to, or may have a sexual relationship or not with a person of more than one gender. Now, these people are typically cisgender in their gender expression, okay? That's kind of one of the things that separates bisexuality from other forms of sexual orientation. And, okay, moving on. We have a gay, okay? Gay is really an umbrella term. Okay, there's a lot of umbrella terms in the world, they basically it's encapsulating a bunch of other things. Now, gay people are typically attracted to people of the same gender. Now, but it's a bit more than that. Okay, so like my cousin, who is a fabulous, fabulous person. He is an amazing drag performer. He's one of the people who reads stories to children. Love him. So, but my cousin is transgender, F to M. All right. So I needed to ask some questions, right? So I said, so if you're a dude and you're interested in women, does that make you hetero? And he just laughed and he said, no, I'm gay, right? So that's where this kind of like umbrella term can come in. Alrighty. Then we have heterosexual, okay? This is people who identify as women who are loved and attracted to people who identify as men, and vice versa, okay? So, and it's pretty standard. It's pretty straightforward, okay? In terms of how our society has been for a very long time. But luckily, in many places in the world, this is shifting and changing to, again, allow for more inclusivity. Okay, then we have lesbian. This is people who are attracted to people of the same gender, but it's typically limited to those whose sex assigned at birth is female. Okay, this is, it's typically, not always, but that is the typical kind of definition for there. And now we have pansexual, okay? Pan means all, right? A pansexual person can be attracted to someone who identifies as any gender or someone who has no gender at all. Pansexual people are attracted to others regardless of their gender. Now, If sexual orientation was a restaurant menu, pansexuals would be open to everything on it, okay? If that kind of makes sense. But just because pansexual people are open to everybody, it doesn't mean that they're into everyone. And this is a really important point to make. Just like all sexual orientations, people who are pansexual experience attraction to individual people, not just everybody, right? And then we have asexual. Okay, so for someone who's asexual, love does not equal sex. It's important to remember also that asexuality is also an umbrella term and exists on a spectrum. So some people will identify as an ace or aces, and they may have very limited interest in having sex, even though they desire emotionally intimate relationships. There are also people who are aromantic who don't desire romance in a relationship. And lastly, but not by any means conclusively, okay? Like I just, there's only so much I can cover in this intro video. We have people who are demisexual, right? And these are people who only experience sexual attraction once they form a strong emotional connection with another person. Well, if you found this information valuable, please like it. If you loved it, please share it. And if you want more, subscribe. All right. My mission is to provide free sex ed for all, and I need your help to do it. You can find more videos like these, including all the research that supports what I say, over on my YouTube channel. It's called Rethink Sex Ed, and I hope to see you over there. Bye.